Fuck, this song is good. Good morning. Dude. My Wait, the cunt upstairs threatened to wait. Okay, first off, David, we don't throw around the cunt for actual cunts. That person's a piece of shit. You're a cunt. We cunted up. That's a piece of shit. I hope you're okay. I'm glad you're calling. I'm glad you called the police because that's fucking terrifying. Dude, Kozu, genuinely, like, I was not born to wear clothes. It was a joke all growing up that to get me to wear pants was like a fucking challenge. I hate clothes. If I could just exist in a state of nudity 24/7, I absolutely would. Like, if that, like, not in an exhibitionist way, just in a, I don't like the way clothes feel. I never have. So all morning while I'm wandering around my house just doing stuff, I'm like fucking butt naked. And I genuinely put clothes on the back of this chair and I get dressed right before I sit down. And this morning I slept in a little bit, unfortunately. So like I went and did my workout, got all that done and everything and had my normal morning, but like it was a little bit shorter than normal. And so like I put my shirt on and everything and like did my buns. And then I go to sit down literally like 3 minutes ago and realize I'm just bare ass. Just fucking bare ass. Same. If I lived like, dude, Bude, what I always say is I'll know that I'm rich and famous when I can afford to move and live somewhere where winter doesn't exist. Because if I could just live in bikinis 24/7, I would be living my best fucking life. And I don't just say that. I fucking hate clothes. And you'll notice that the closer winter gets and the colder it starts to get, the more sad, depressed, and the more I want to die. Because the more clothes I have to start putting on. And it just becomes like layer hell. Like, have you seen those fucking Instagram or TikToks or whatever of women doing a morning shed? I still don't know if this shit's real, but there are some people in the world who like stick stickers all over their face and tape their mouth shut and tape their nose up and tape their eyes closed. And they put their hair up in this, like a bonnet that's bigger than my ass. And they sleep that way. And it's fucking wild. That's how I feel at the end of the day, every single day when it's cold outside. Every fucking day. I'm just like, all right, the great unpeeling of every goddamn layer. I just want to be warm and naked all the time. I think I want to re-enter the womb. I think that might be a problem. It's fine until you stand up, which I do a lot. I don't have enough, what's the word? Like general body awareness to get away with that. Like if I was a YouTuber, I probably would, because I was definitely sure-cocking it. I could definitely like, edit if I accidentally stood up and showed off my thong or something. But that's the scary, I mean, it's scary on live, man. You never know. You never know. This morning I'm supposed to get up and take my meds and go back to bed. Now I snore. Okay, what did she did while I was dead asleep? She stomped on her floor, called me a fat bastard, then again said she was going to kill me. What the fuck? I also start to want to die when winter comes too, but not because of clothes. That said, I'm wearing jeans for the first time in months and I'm not happy about it. It's been in the 70s the past couple days and I'm very upset about it. I think that's like 20 degrees C. I'm really sad. Pucky, thank you so much there for... Thank you so much there. Okay, for some of the class, keeping the classy. I'm giving any swings with that motherfucking prime sub. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent, and I fucking appreciate you. Thank you. I cannot wait to complete my Regency shift so I can frolic around in a big flowy tailcoat on a country estate in a snowy winter. It's literally my dream. But if I was to do like historical American clothes, I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. This has nothing to do with anything, and it just hit my high brain, but I miss waterbeds. I never had a waterbed, but Zach had one, and he swears by it. He fucking loves he loved it. He talks about it. It feels like it would be a fucking nightmare to me. Oh, no. That sounds terrifying. Katie out there busting my balls on Snapchat while I'm just vibing in bed. Bitch, you didn't have to answer. You could pretend. Let's just gender bend some history, dude. I've honestly thought of it like being an American sucks because you look back at American history, there's nothing good about it ever. So then I go even further back and it's just like poor Irish people or some shit forever. I don't have good history to like do some cool history clothing with. It's just like rags. But I love a gender bent history. Let's fucking go. To sleep on a waterbed, great. To fuck on, no. To sleep on with someone else. This is what I would think would happen, Pucky. Correct me if I'm wrong. You sleep on the waterbed. I've never seen a California king. I'm a California king girly. I need my space. Like, I'm a stage 4 clinger in my sleep, but I need the choice to have space. Do you know what I'm saying? And one of my biggest pet peeves is being in a bed that's too soft. So if your partner lays down, you roll to them. I don't like that. I fucking hate that, actually. I hate it, and I feel that is what waterbeds are defined by, is like, the heaviest person in the bed is going to be the central point, and I'm just going to blah, 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 into their aura constantly. I don't like that. Like, I wouldn't want to fight all night long to not be rolling into somebody. Some people fucking love them. Zach loved his. He had one for years. He still talks about it, and I've put my foot down. Don't worry, that's not happening. But he loved it. Cheers, Rachel. Fucking in water is stupid. You need something to fuck up against. Like gravity, you know? It's a pain to be sure, but it's the best sleep I've ever gotten. Plus, they're heated. It's the best sleep you've ever gotten. The fuck? I get sad. Yeah, me too. But it's opposite what most people get because I get it in the summer. I get heat sick easy, so I'm just miserable for 4 months while everyone's like, oh, finally it's summer. I feel bad for you. I wish it was the heat. It's not even the heat. It's just I finally have vitamin D in my system for the first time. And like pretty much November through May, I hide sharp objects in the house from myself. Yeah. Welcome, Roll. How are you? I like a firm mattress too. I'm kind of weird. My favorite mattress I've ever had, an ex talked me out of getting rid of it, and I still hate myself for buying into that bastard. Kevin! But it was this Japanese mattress. It was really thin, but it had magnets in it that allegedly align your spine. I don't know if any of that did anything, but it was so firm. Like, it was, but you know, before those commercials where it's like, have a glass of wine on the bed and throw a bowling ball on the other side and nothing happens. It was like that before those commercials existed, but it wasn't fucking shitty ass memory foam that you sink into. And I had an ex, a boyfriend at the time, who was like, I hate this bed. Can we please sold it? And I was like, fine. I guess that dick is so good. It wasn't. Kevin. Kevin's cum tasted like battery acid because Kevin didn't drink anything but Mountain Dew. Cheers. Oh, 100%. I mean, you shouldn't fucking water. No, I wouldn't even say no. Just don't fucking water. If you think about it, like, take a chapstick or a lipstick or a lip gloss or I can't think of something that someone who doesn't wear makeup around would even have on their desk to emulate this, but take that thing and do this in the water and tell me that's not getting shoved up into the vessel. Tell me that my pussy is not now full of human soup if it's a pool. You tell me that with a fucking straight face. Oh, wow. Just kidding, you can't, because I just slapped you in your fucking neck bones. Disgusting. Don't stuff people like turkeys with pool water. It's disgusting. Stop that. Also, water removes all natural lubricant. Literally all of it. So all that work I've done to get wet for you is now null. How could you? Don't do that, yeah. I think everybody makes that mistake once, though. You fuck on the side of the pool. You fuck on the side. You prop that pussy up on the side of the pool. You get your shit done and get back in the pool. I'm here to teach you these things. This is a learning place. You're welcome. No, you guys, Pucky, the surface of the sun is not synonymous with summer. I know you can cook cookies in your car. Same. Kozu, can we make it a goal this year to somehow, like, pretend winter isn't here? What do we do? Like, genuinely, how do I avoid wanting to die 6 months a year? Because I'm just physically so cold. Like, what do I do? What do we do? We should do something about this. Because, like, damn, I'm old now. I don't want to live the rest of my life just wanting to not be around all winter. We should work on this. I'm going to journal on this. I'm going to brainstorm on this. We're going to find out, like, we're going to turn our interiors into fucking jungles. It's not just the heating. It's like, how do I put this? I get so violently cold. I know, it's part of an EDS thing. I've learned that, like, my whole life I've been made fun of something that's literally an autoimmune disorder, which is great. It's a fear of cold that gets you trapped. So, like, my house can be a fucking, like a greenhouse inside, but I'm a human being who needs to leave my house once in a while, right? And I start to develop this horrific, paralyzing anxiety over opening my back door and going outside because the cold that hits me is going to cause pain. It's physical. Stop hitting my desk. Why are we like this? It's physical pain. It's so hard to describe to somebody who doesn't experience this. And now that I have the words to actually describe it and use on my belt, i.e. it's a fucking autoimmune disorder, cold means pain to me. So when people see me uncontrollably shivering to the point where my tooth shakes, they're like, oh, tee hee ha ha, get some body fat. Bitch, what is this? What is this? What is this? That's just body fat. My fat is default. It's defunct. Fuck. It's literal pain. It's horrid. So then it starts to turn into like almost an agoraphobia of just like, well, I need groceries and I need weed because weed keeps me sane and it's the only thing that gives me a smile in the wintertime. But if I have to leave my house to get weed. And that starts to spiral. And then I start to like, it just turns into a thing. It turns into a fucking thing because rightfully so, right? We are scared to be in pain. You do not slice your hand with a knife on purpose because ow. So we are cautious when we use nice knives, right? So my brain gets that way about literally just going outside. Outside is a knife that makes me hurt all winter long, and it gets really like, but I want to change that. We have to do something. This is crazy. They still don't have fucking weed delivery here. It's so annoying. Do we snowbird now? Is this what happens? So many of my girlfriends had ninja pussies, and I'm very thankful for the effort they went through. Wait, what the fuck's a ninja pussy? Wait, I need details. The fuck is a ninja pussy? Like, you couldn't find it in the... Is this your way of saying you still haven't found the clit? I should teach a class. Yeah. What is this? Scientists found snake clits last year, and yet here we are. Fucking ninja pussy still. Finish the basement and make a heat rock to sun yourself in the winter. Like a lizard. You know, I can't legally finish my basement. I'm so pissed about it. The ceilings aren't high enough. Like, I can illegally go down there and do things and whatever and hang out, but I can't finish it. I'd have to pay people to dig it deeper or whatever. It sucks. Everybody needs winter. Like, the world needs winter. Winter's important. Winter's important. I just, like, I feel like I have power now that I have, because, I mean, it's so stupid, but all my life, literally for 35 years of my time on this earth, which is a good portion of the allotted time I get here, I'd be like, wow, I'm so cold it hurts, and everybody would be like, put clothes on, suck it up, get some body fat, move your body, get some blood flow, what's wrong with you? No one else is cold, it's 70 degrees out. And now I can say, I have an autoimmune disorder that makes cold pain, and for some reason, people respect it now. My pain without a diagnosis meant fuck all to anyone. But my pain with the diagnosis, now suddenly people are like, oh shit, okay. Fuck you. Not you, but you know, just having a little minute. Fucking bastards. Cheers? No, we don't. Colorado, I think Aurora, like some counties have weed delivery, but my county does not. No. My dog's laying on my fucking cord again. What up, Wand? Just say I'm a woman, I have lizard blood. I do, all the time. I have lizard blood. Literally, Nine Inch Nails has a song called Reptile. You should listen to it. It's a really, really good song. Did my music just skip? Okay. She's got the blood of reptile just underneath her skin. It's a great song. Very identifiable. Are my buns different colors? Oh, my hair was half and half. Okay, I remember. Yeah, we're fine. I forget that my hair was half blue and half pink, and I just looked at it and I was like, what? Why are they different colors? It's been a while. I think I'm going to dye my hair dark turquoise. Cheers. David, I'm sure there's a snow burn. I'm sure people love that shit. My closest dispensary is on the same block as a KFC. My closest dispensary is in this. Get off my cord. She wants my cord tight under her, my dog, so she can keep track of me. It's so annoying. She's here again. Like, you guys were totally right. She's literally keeping tabs on me. You know, I had to actually bring her dog bed out to put near my treadmill when I run in the morning because not once, not twice, but thrice has she tried to step on my treadmill while I'm running on it. That's how clingy my poodle is. She's like, Mom, you've been on that running thing for too long. My turn. There she goes, flying off the back of it. Me like, what the fuck? I had to put the bed up against the treadmill so she feels like she's there with me. Bless her little heart. Ninja Pussy's the name of the next James Bond movie. Would it be the movie or would it be like the love interest? Like a lot of vagina or whatever. Until someone letters in the front of their name says it's not real. I mean, Persephone must be sad. Why? Persephone literally never, Persephone is the dream. Like, I've been actually genuinely thinking of getting a fucking tattoo, some sort of like, I want to get like a pomegranate or something. Persephone, because of her love life, never has to experience winter. Literally, spring and summer exist because of her goddamn presence. I want that. Give me that. I miss dyeing my hair. Why don't you dye your hair? Our cat intentionally lays on things like remote controls and cell phones, so we'll touch her. Trick lays on my iPad. I'll prop it up on the bed at nighttime and sit like crisscross applesauce and read a book. He'll lay between me and the iPad and then do that like this lean on the iPad. Oh, they're too smart for their own good. And now they're both under my desk. One is right here laying on my cord pile so I can't move anywhere. And the other one, Trick, is right here and he has his head in the spokes of my chair. It makes me sometimes feel, I wish I could communicate like, guys, I don't mind the clinginess. But, like, it makes me feel like a bad mom. It really does. Like, am I not spending enough time with my dogs? By the way, I live from home. I work from home. I'm literally never not around my dogs. They have me 24/7. How could I physically give more of myself to my dogs? I couldn't. But this behavior under my desk right now makes me feel like, did I do something? Did I not love you hard enough? Are we not... I don't know. I feel bad. That's fucking cats are too smart, though. We don't deserve pets. We don't. They're the best. Animals are smart. Ninja Poos. Wait, Ninaj Poos. Poos. Would it Puso? Ninaj Puso? Would it be Puso like ho? What's AE? Pisau. Pusa. Puswa. We need like a winter home in the Canary Islands or something. That's literally Mish was saying, like, are we snowbirds now? Do I need to start snowbirding? See, I don't even need like exotic. Like, I could snowbird somewhere if there's just heat and water. It doesn't need to be ocean water though. Like, my Nana snowbirded to Arizona. I never understood that. That's an odd snowbirding. Katie, dude, Glut, I was literally going to suggest, like, maybe I need to turn my house into a terrarium. Like, just get a shit ton of fucking tropical plants and surround myself with them and just start making, like, the most nauseatingly humid atmosphere I possibly can in this house. Just, like, line it with vine. I'll be one of those people that just has, like, old vine plants coming down their curtain rods and shit. Like, is that what I need to do? But also, like, no shit, when we're in Comms Glut and I hear the birds coming through your window, my heart jumps. Like, it's little things like that I miss in the winter, too. So I think I might have to get a bird or a chameleon or something to crawl around, because it's the complete void of life in the winter that also makes me want to die. Like, it's silent. The dead silence of the winter is fucking nauseating. I need something. One of my geckos chirps, maybe that. I told you guys the second baby was born, right? They're clingy because you're there all the time, and they used to having a human with them always. Okay, maybe that would make more sense, because, man. I don't, like, it just makes me feel like, am I abusing, did I not give them enough love today? Because they're both, literally both of them are curled around my feet, and they don't like each other. It's real weird when they sleep together under my desk. Reptiles smell so bad, only if you don't clean up after them. Anything smells bad if you don't clean up after it. Have you ever smelled your pit 3 days into not showering? I bet your dick isn't suckable. Just saying. Humans get nasty after 1 day. Like, yeah. Imagine you had one room to exist in, and the person who put you in there, it just expected you to shit in a corner of it, and then they complain that you smell. Imagine that life. Underground's easier to insulate. Oh, you know what's crazy? I could literally grow shit in the ground down there. I think. Like, I've shown you videos and pictures. It's like that black visqueen all over, and it's such uneven ground. It's definitely dirt down there. Like, I could probably plant stuff. Would that be, like, bad for my house if I planted shit down there? Like, in the ground? Living in a studio in New York? Maybe? All my New York friends live just, like, more in, like, Queens and shit. Or, you know. Not, like, down in fucking... I guess I have a couple friends in Manhattan, but... They're not, like, in it, where it's, like, $1 billion for an apartment. Birds are gnarly. Birds, like, I don't think birds smell either if you clean up after them, but bird poop dust is, like, one of the leading causes of respiratory infections. And unfortunately, it's impossible to get rid of all of it. Like, if you exist with a bird in a closed space, you're inhaling bird poop dust. And you just kind of build a tolerance to bird poop dust. I'm sorry I've said bird poop dust so many times, but there are bird people, just, like, live with bird poop dust and bird skin dust, like, in their lungs. That's facts. It's one of the first things we ask you in the ER if you come in with a respiratory thing. Do you own a bird? It's pretty gnarly. They're pretty gnarly. But I like them outside. They're wonderful. Dead silence of the winter is what men climb the highest mountains on Earth for. Did you know that Everest has almost more fucking litter at the top of it than the street outside your front door? These men who insist on fucking validating themselves by climbing Mount Everest ditch all of their gear at the top. All of it. It's sanctioned littering. Mount Everest looks like a fucking landfill with bodies. So, if we want to talk about men climbing mountains, it's pretty fucked up, dude. I don't understand. Like, you don't care about nature. You don't care about the mountain. You don't care about nothing if you're doing that. It's exactly, they have to leave it at the top because it's too much to bring back. It's literally planned littering. It is planned littering. You plan the whole hike up, what you're dropping as you hike up and what you're dropping as you hike down. So anyone who's ever gone on one of those big mountain hikes has purposefully planned to litter on the mountain. They're the worst people for the environment. Not the worst, but they're up there in some of the worst people for the environment. Do not support these people. We don't need to be doing this. Why are you doing this? I literally live in Colorado where we have all the what do they call them? There's the peaks, the 19 peaks or the 9 peaks or the 14 peaks or whatever of Colorado where people come here to do that. Like they have a fucking big old boner for mounting peaks in Colorado, and it's lit. The trash then blows off the mountain peaks into the town. It's so much litter. It's so much litter. Like, just go climb a mountain and be done with it. You don't need to do this. Go climb a mountain. Go climb a hill. Like, just go, like, walk a hill. You're fine. And so many bodies up there. It's so gross. Due to global warming, all that frozen poop is thawing out, making Everest smell like a sewer. That's so fucking gnarly. I hope the people up there have a terrible time. The dead body trail, exactly. No, it's terrible. Like, one of the worst bits for me is the autumn girlies that are like, oh my god, I love colors in the cold. It just makes me extra frustrated because it's a horrible season of damp and death to me, and they start getting excited about it by like the end of August, and it just fills me with dread every year. Kozu, you're literally singing to my brain. You and I just need to find a place to go curl up and we can hate it together. Because I am so nauseatingly tired of every time I'm like, I hate being cold and wet. Oh my god, I love rain in Seattle. It's so pretty. Sideways icicle rain. It's my dream. It's that one word that I found on Instagram that means I thrive in the moisture. I got it tattooed on my ankle because, like, I so identify with the fuck you! I love Halloween. Don't get me wrong. But fuck you, dude. Fuck you. It's like watching someone celebrate my demise. I won't celebrate your demise if you don't celebrate my demise, okay? Let's just leave each other alone. It's my whole, I mean, I'm sure you've dealt with it too. Whole life. Oh, but Christmas. Everything cool about winter is literally over by December 31st. And then we just get 5 more months of winter. At least in Colorado. With nothing. Nothing. January to May, fuck all. Just cold and wet mud. No animals, no life, no sun. Just cold and wet. Sad. I fucking hate it all. I hate winter so much. But I don't sit here like, fuck all you fuckers. I've got a word that means I love the sun. I found it on Instagram. I'm gonna get it tattooed on my ankle. Fuck you! You know, I'm not gonna do that either. I'm just gonna be like, that sucks. I'm so sorry if you get heat sick. That sounds fucking miserable. Fuck. Global warming is hurting all of us. It makes everything colder and it makes everything hotter. It's terrible. Get off my cord, you stupid whore. How did you get worse? Ow. What the fuck? Lil somehow had the cord wrapped like 3 times around her arm. I love him so much. So that's what I'm saying. We need winter. I was saying that. As much as I hate winter, and it really does make me want to like, you know, like jump in front of a moving train. We need winter. Winter is the reason I don't have to treat my dogs for ticks and fleas. All y'all living in those warm states, I know you treat your dogs for ticks and fleas because I had to do that for Millie for years. They just don't do it here because it gets so frigid in the winter, the ticks and fleas can't overwinter, they die. So we don't have ticks and fleas. Like, if someone brings them in from another state, you'll have them for that summer, but they won't proliferate. Once the winter hits, they all die. So, like, we need winter. I'm not incognizant, but the beauty is that I don't have to live somewhere with winter if I can save up enough money to get the fuck away from winter. And then, like, I can live somewhere without winter. You could probably move. I don't know if there's somewhere without summer. Iceland? No, like, we can move. We could go places if we just time. It sucks. But it's a goal. I love climbing mountains, but you don't fucking leave your trash up there. Dude, and that's, people love to make, this is what kills me, Kozu. And I hear this shit, and I just see it because I live in Colorado where it's like, you know, mountains. I've always lived around mountains. People love mountains. And the big mountain climbers make fun of and post memes about the hikers like you and me. People that go up there with a backpack with some snacks for the day and I just want to go on a 4-mile or a 4-hour hike into nothingness. They make fun of us. You and your hike, you and your level ground, you're not even doing anything. I didn't leave 10 pounds of litter on the mountain planned. I also didn't risk my life, nor did I take a shit on the trail. I actually pick up trash when I go on a walk. I bring a little baggie and pick up garbage because it pisses me off when I see like Swisher Sweet wrappers out there from little baby stoners trying to hide their pot. Do you? No, because it's too heavy to bring down the mountain. I wasn't going to make fun of you, but you started coming at me for my hike, so... It is. It's just an annoying time, Vex, and that's when my fucking birthday is. My birthday is literally the end of winter when everyone is so depleted of vitamin D, dopamine, and serotonin that they're at the end of their fucking rope. We all just desperately want to go outside, but there's no sun yet, and we're about to get hit with fake spring. My birthday. Hey, you guys want to get excited and do something fun and celebrate me? No. No. Are you sunshine, Katie? Then no. Motherfuckers. She's literally, she did it again. On her back foot. How do you... They're both here today, Vex. They're so clingy lately, and I don't know why. Trick has his head between the spokes of my chair, right under my ass, and Lil's sitting on my pile of cord over here. Like, remember when I was so excited to have 30 feet of headphone cord? That was fun. That was a fun time. I was stoked. Right, I love nature, but fuck taking care of it. Fuck those people. You're already a mile in the area. Any physical activity is already exponentially more difficult. For other people, I guess we acclimate, which is weird. Like, people have said that I'm a superhero. I don't know. Like, I don't feel different when I go down to sea level, but apparently, like, Olympians and shit come up here to train because we're lower oxygen because of the elevation. Odd. It's weird. It's not that much lower. Like, genuinely, just to throw facts out there, room air, so what you and I are breathing right now, is around, give or take a few decimal points, 21% oxygen. Right? So I'm at about 8,000 feet above sea level, 9,000 feet above sea level, so our oxygen's around 20.4%. But that 0.6% apparently makes quite the difference. Quite the fucking difference. People train here. It's wild. So I guess, like, but I looked into the science of it because I was like, what is our body? Because you guys, if you didn't know, I have a medical degree and I'm a big fucking nerd and I can't stand not to know the why. So I was like, what, like, physically is going on inside of our bodies that we are acclimating to? Like, are we just becoming more efficient on less oxygen? Blah, blah, blah. Like, what's going on? We actually develop how do I say it? People who live at higher elevations, we just produce more red blood cells than the rest of y'all now. Because your red blood cells, erythrocytes, have a finite amount of spots on them to carry and deliver oxygen and CO2, right? Finite. Your body's not developing more spots on that erythrocyte. That's not happening because you'd be a fucking freak of nature. We just have more. And I guess that's it. It's just more red blood cells. So I can carry more and get rid of more CO2 faster. And I guess that's what happens when people come in hardcore train here. Or I guess my mom was actually telling me this recently because she still works PRN at a hospital down in Seattle, that they have a gas now that simulates high elevations, which is really bizarre. So they can train, like you can run on a treadmill with a face mask on that will feed you this gas that simulates what training at high elevations do. I don't know if that's considered doping, but it exists now. Hello, Elbow, my love. I hope you're doing well, honey bean. Good morning, Viata, my love. Spurp, do you know how high up it is? The percentage drops with altitude as well as the pressure. I didn't know that. Yes. It's also why we have to cook things at a slightly higher temperature and slightly longer. So for instance, because I've been cooking so much fucking zucchini bread lately, if I'm cooking zucchini bread, the recipe says 350 for 12 minutes. I do 365 for 15. It's actually like 45 minutes. What is it? 45 to 65 minutes. So I do 365 for 65 minutes. I always up 15. This is just a rule I've learned with my oven. Now, granted, if I had another oven, it might be different. But with my oven, I've learned that 15 degrees and go with the max cooking time on anything I'm baking. And it's perfect. But it's the lack. And I guess it's the elevation. It's weird. We actually have like some baked goods that you buy at like a grocery store in Denver. They'll have separate instructions. Like if you live at the higher elevations, this is how you should cook it. It's bizarre. Your body is more efficient with oxygen though, so to really notice the benefits, the harder you push, the more you'll realize. I believe it. I mean, that's why, I run every day. If you didn't know, I run every day because I like eating whatever the fuck I want to eat, and that's how I do it. I don't know. I went on a hike with my parents down in Seattle, and I didn't feel like some fucking like superhero hiking up a mountain. I was winded. But from what I understand, fitness is about your recovery time and not necessarily ease of working out. So like, could you theoretically get a blood transfusion before an event to improve oxygenation? Actually, yes, I think blood doping is a real thing, Glut. They do it with animals, I know for sure. It's really disgusting, so I'm sure you've heard of Jenna Marbles. Jenna Marbles is how I learned a lot of this. Jenna Marbles, now her and her partner have a greyhound rescue where they rescue greyhounds. And for years and years and years, I was like, oh, they're people that rescue, because I have an aunt and an uncle that rescue greyhounds as well over in New York. I think I've told you about my Uncle Cap. And for years, visiting them, I was just like, oh, these must be racing dogs. Like, these are retired racing dogs. Because I come from that horse world where it's like, a horse broke its leg, shoot it in the head. It's fucking terrible. And I was like, oh, they are rescuing greyhounds from being shot because they can no longer race or something. It's so fucking gross. There's literally a population of greyhounds that exists solely to have their blood drained from them to dope racing greyhounds. Blood dope dogs. That's their only reason for being alive. They're kept in tiny little cages where they can't even turn around. They literally cannot turn around. And they're just kept on IV bags of nutrients and just dripped of their blood, and that's used to dope up race dogs. It's fucking disgusting. So I wouldn't doubt we do that with people. I agree. I hope anybody participating in the industry of hurting an animal, i.e. the blood doping shit, I hope your skin slowly starts to slough off right now for the rest of your life. But it's going to be a long life. You're never going to die. It's just horrid burning sensations of skin sloughing off your body for the rest of existence. I don't fucking know. Death's too easy. It's the same people that have you remember, I've told you about this one. I mean, it's horrible, but if you guys didn't know this, it's really important. You need to stand up for animals' rights. Did you know that there's a population of pit bulls that are bred to be bait pit bulls? So they breed pit bulls to be as nice and timid and not fight backable as possible. And then those pit bulls are thrown in a ring with a bunch of pit bulls that were raised to be horrible meat eaters. And they're used to desensitize the mean ones to killing their own kind. Eliza adopted one of those. Eliza has a bait dog. People are fucking gross. It's disgusting. It is illegal. Oh, it's heavily illegal. It's super illegal. Dog fighting, very illegal. It's animal cruelty. Like there was it Michael Vick? The football player, he got jail time for it. Like, he was running one and it was a big public thing, so I'm sure they made a thing about it. But, like, it's fucking disgusting. Like, the things that animals go through is fucking disgusting. And I think about that shit when people are like, I'm against leather. And I'm like, why not use the whole cow? You're eating a steak. And these are the same people that, like, don't give a fuck, though, that pit bulls are being used as bait dogs and stuff. And I'm just like, when does one animal's life become more valuable than another life? I don't understand. I don't understand you. Chain them to a rock and let an eagle peck out their liver every day, then 3D print a new liver for it to happen again. We are now Zeus and Prometheus, dude. I love that. But the vulture that picks out their liver has their mom's face. Or wait, their nana's face. Yeah, a lot of Greek torture for those people. I agree, so hardcore. Like, people that can hurt the innocent, like, willingly. You guys know I'm not anti-hunting and I'm not anti-guns. I think people should be able to hunt to eat. That is a way of life for a lot of people. It's not that. But I feel very similar about trophy hunters. It's always a dentist, right? Some fucking dentist who has too much money and pays to go kill an elephant. I hope they get trampled. Like, in my heart of hearts. Not to death, because we don't wish death on people here. We don't do that. But just to, like, extreme disfigurement and survival. There's something broken inside of you if you take pleasure in killing things. Something that you need to seek help for. Anything. If you, like, I knew a lot of hunters. I could sit my big old redneck dad down on the stream right now and he'd tell you he's hunted his entire life. He does not enjoy the kill. He never has. Never, never, never. Never has enjoyed the kill ever. I don't know a hunter who enjoys the kill. That part's fucked up. To the pain. Amen. Yes. To the pain. There's that fucking brain cell doing her best, though. I've never understood the hate for leather. We're already using the cow. It seems ridiculous to discard. I agree. It's people who, it's performative, in my opinion. I was vegan for a really long time because I dated a guy who could not consume animal products because of a heart condition. So it was fun. It was a fun challenge for me. I liked doing it. But because when you're like that, you end up in a lot of circles with these people and just listening to them. Like, one of my favorite things is just to let a nut go. Let a nut go. Just, like, smile and nod and just, like, let them go off. And it's all performative. It's so hard performative. The sheer amount, like, I remember, this is so weird. I remember this from high school. There was this lady and her son who would come into the taco time that I worked at, and they would order veggie burritos, no cheese, no sour cream, extra sunflower seeds. This was a really long time ago. It's really weird that I remember this. But it's crazy. She never remembered me. Ever. Every time she came in, she never remembered me. And every time she ordered this, she would say 2 veggie burritos, no sour cream, no cheese, extra sunflower seeds. And then she would say, do you want to know why I get my order that way? I'm vegan, but I'm not an ethical vegan. See my shoes? And she would have to show me her fucking Birks every single time. See my Birks? These are leather. They're real. I'm not an ethical vegan. And blah, 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 blah. Did I ever fucking ask why she ordered her burrito this way? They love to tell. They love to talk about it. They love to talk about it. They love to tell you about it. But, like, I don't understand what fucking... I think some people just, like, can't find any moral value or standing, so they just, like, make some up. I don't know. It's a smelling your own farts phase, very much so. And her son was, like, embarrassed of her. I remember he was probably a little bit younger than me at the time. He would, like, roll his eyes with the tray and just walk the fuck away while she was sitting there showing me her feet. But it feels performative like that because an animal's an animal. Like, if you're going to kill it, I want to know you used every fucking part of it. I'm always going to celebrate someone who thinks they love head cheese. Because you know what? That's someone who's helping use every part of the animal. Someone who loves pate, that's someone who's using every part of the animal. Someone who's into the offal of an animal, don't ever make them feel gross for what they're doing. They are contributing to using every part of an animal we took the life of. Why not? Just because you don't like it doesn't make it wrong. It means we've taken a life. Fucking use it. In my opinion, I love pate. But I don't like liver. Isn't that weird? When I was a kid, my bio dad would try to cook liver and onions. I never because it's chalky. Like, there's something about liver, like, just, like, liver that's chalky. And it makes my teeth, like, and I don't like it, but I love pate. Oh, yeah. Give me some spreadable meat guts. Yeah. And some pickles and, like, some onion on that. Fuck me up. Yeah. That shit's good. But, like, it's using every part of the animal, and I think that's really important. If you don't know, head cheese is literally, like, all of the edible bits of the head of a cow boiled down and then set in its own collagen into a sliceable loaf. And if you haven't had it, don't knock it. It's phenomenal. It's fucking wild. It's wild. But, like, that sounds gross, right? What I just said out loud. What is Jell-O? It's literally collagen of animal bones. They just made it red. They made it red and green and purple and blue. But that's literally all it is. That's all it is. Doing my best to forget those pictures. What pictures? I've decided I want a dog. Well, good. Do you like traveling and staying out late? Don't get a dog. Pig's foot's delicious. Schweinhaxen? Schweinhaxen. I had Schweinhaxen like at least 5 times when I was in Germany / Austria / Prague. You might have had it differently. I don't know the preparation of the foot, but damn is it a tasty piece if they cook it right. It was Schweinhaxen, which is hilarious. Can I tell you, I went through the entirety of... It's a fucking foot knuckle. Who cares? It's a foot knuckle. I went through the entirety of Germany, like, ordering Schweinhaxen because it was so good and didn't learn until the end what it meant. Like, it's literally swine. Like, Haxen, like swine knuckle, like swine. But I didn't know. I didn't know German when I went there. I learned a lot, but I didn't know. Thought Squad. Okay, this looks like it might hurt eyes. Be careful of your eyes. Crazy. I actually have a cousin. I have 2 cousins who are older than me, but their mom was definitely, in for different reasons, one of those that didn't believe in saying no. And I'm not saying causational versus correlational. All I'm saying is that one of her children literally cannot hold a job. Like, he's in his 50s and he has never had a job. He can't hold one because he purposefully gets hurt and tries to live off of the state his whole life. And literally is in and out of prison all the time for exposing himself to people when they say, please don't show me your penis. He's like, what's that? Because literally has never understood the concept. No one taught him no as a child. It is not a successful way to raise a child. It is not a successful way to raise a child. We need no. Everybody needs a strong no. No is healthy. Yeah. Cheers. Did he make the same face, Stajan? My little sister Sarah, no shit, used to try to eat butter with her fingers. My mom, you know, like the butter tray, butter dish or whatever to put on bread. Sarah would just butter. That was her deal as a kid. Butter. I use sus baby is what I feel in my soul all the time. Whenever I'm like, sus baby in my soul. In prison, he can do that. You know what's crazy? He still hasn't gone to jail. Because I think at this point, he's declared, like, mentally unsound or something. I don't know. I just know that he has not succeeded in life. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. There are things you shouldn't do, and respecting a no is very important. Very, very important. Always. Always. No can be very inconvenient. Doesn't mean you don't respect it. Yeah. He loved it? Okay, good. I was going to say, I fucking love garlic and stuff like that. Like, when I was a kid, I used to drink vinegar and, like, eat pickled garlic. Like, it was raw pickled garlic, so it was crunchy. But that was one of my... why won't you stop auto-playing? God, it's so annoying. Yes, Scary Fast. Oh, dude, they're the worst. They're the worst. I don't know what that is. And for some reason, I'm not saying this is all only children, but it tended to be a lot of only children. So I feel like people make fun of only children a lot, because the majority of only children have this trait of they're the princess and they're the most special thing and the universe revolves around them. And the rest of us are just like, you have no scope on reality whatsoever and I can't tolerate your personality right now. And it's because they were never told no. Because their parents probably didn't see any reason to say no because, like, this is our one princess. Like, let's just treat it like the princess or whatever. Not all only children. I know a lot of only children you'd never guess, but a lot have no... I know! You're one of the few that I've met in my life who do not come across as a self-entitled, obnoxious waste of my time. Coffin-stealing oxygen thief, if you will. I've met a lot of only children, and I know we all have. You might not have known they're only children, but you could probably pinpoint their personality. they get told no or they meet a speed bump, and instead of like, okay, let's work with this speed bump, they become sus child at a life speed bump. You know? That's not it. Which, I mean, Vissy, let's be real. That's not good either. Vissy said, I was raised the exact opposite. I was raised to earn my love. Man, what did I say the other day and I freaked chat out? Are you low maintenance, or did you just learn that not being a burden, the reward for not being a burden is love? Are you low maintenance, or did you just learn at a young age that not being a burden, the reward for not being a burden is love? I just said that out of fuck nowhere the other day, and chat was like, Katie, why? And I can't stop thinking about it now. I don't know, okay, universe? Kevin. Dude, 2X, how the fuck? Long time no see. Or the child after a miscarriage, my mom. My mom, no shit. My Nana it was so much worse, so sad. My Nana gave birth to a stillborn boy. And immediately got pregnant right afterwards. And the stillborn boy's name was to be George, like my grandpa. So they just named my mom Georgie. And that imposed on her whole life. Like, oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Fucking what? That's some shit right there. Yeah. Very, very low maintenance. Yeah. Right, She-Witch? It sucks. But what do you, I mean, why are you hitting me in the AM? I didn't mean to. It is still AM. I'm so sorry. Butts. Vaping Gamer, why'd you change your name? Do you like it better now? Do you regret it? Hey, I didn't come to be called out. I'm just here to be a friend. I'm sworn to carry your burdens, as I used to be an adventurer like you until I took an arrow to the knee. Do you get the Cloud District often? It's dangerous to go alone. Take this. My mom didn't say she was proud of me until my last band performance, and I did color guard because she did. That's nice. Thanks, Cass. I appreciate you. I'm thinking of dyeing it soon. Because I was getting shadow banned on Twitch because they said I was supporting vape. Oh my god. Really? Because they said you were supporting vaping to minors because of your username? Alright. Because they're not... Like, we shouldn't support vaping to the children, but also, like, pretty sure they found it before they came to Twitch. You know what I mean? I don't know what y'all are talking about. All I had to do was be exactly like my sister to earn my mother's love. Man, I was that sister, and I still don't know what I was supposed to be doing. Being the oldest sister is so fucked up. I'm not the oldest child, but the oldest sister. Because, like, you're put on this nondescript pedestal that you don't even understand. And the little one kind of resents you because they're expected to, like, live up to it. And you're just like, I don't know why I'm here. Like, she's yelling at me and doesn't talk to me. I don't know why I'm here. Please stop hating me. Like, it's a weird position to be in. Thank fuck my sister and I are friends now. Because literally, it took until my senior year of high school. Literally, like... the last summer I lived at home until my sister and I could actually bond on a personal level that had nothing to do with my mom. Good morning, Chief. How are you, love? What's wrong with Skyrim? Skyrim's perfect. Brosis and Bros had to change the name. Greg had to change his name from Gregarious Fister to, what is it? Is it Fist or... oh, what is it now? I don't know. It's not what it used to be. It had to be changed a while ago. Because, you know, we can't support fisting. Or whatever. He's just gregarious fist. That's what it is, yeah. He can't be Gregarious Fister. Kiss of fisting. It is so weird. There was a username Bros, Fits and Bros. Yep, I remember. What up, Celestial? How are you, love? Pretty sure my husband doesn't want to marry God sisters. What? Past noon and I just woke up. That sounds glorious. What's that like? It's your birthday, Beatrice! Happy birthday, happy birthday! This is your day to have a lot of fun. We're waiting for the celebrating. This is your day. So happy birthday to you. Ooh. She almost got there. Ooh. Someday I'll be hydrated again. Thank you for coming here and saying happy. I hope you have a wonderful birthday. Eat something delicious and make sure to treat yourself nice today. You deserve it. You've survived a long fucking time. His sisters. Okay. I assumed that's what you meant, but I was like, maybe like God sisters, like sister-in-law or something is where we were going with God sister. Because I don't think, what's a God sister? Is that a new religious problem? I have played it since 11/11/11. What do you mean? It was released on 11/11/11. That was the last midnight release I ever went to in person. I'll never forget it. 11/11/11, Skyrim. Crazy. My Emma wants me to be like her daughters, pretty sure. Yeah, I was gonna say. That's got a whole layer of fucking weird to it. I have no coffee. This is empty. This is how much water. And I've drank 2 of these today because I drink an entire one while I'm on the treadmill in the morning. And then I've drank the entire thing already while we're sitting here. The air sucks it all out of me like a bad blowjob. It never ends. I'm so tired of beverage consuming. I think about this daily. The amount that I piss. Because I have to drink so many beverages a day to stay hydrated, because not only is the air super dry, but I talk about it, I actually do think about this consciously, constantly. I have notes in my planner that's like, remember to drink water, because you just, and then you look like that dying version of Voldemort. Get off my cord, Miss Ma'am. How did you do this? Again? They're getting antsy. This is actually the latest they've sat and not gotten up and bothered me in a while. God sister and God brothers thing, right? Yeah. It's like your godmother's kids or whatever. Jedekiah, thank you for those biddies. You generous fuck. I appreciate you. And now it's empty. So thanks, Vex. Now I have no beverages. Now what am I supposed to do? It's all Vex's fault, so. If I could banana bag myself, Glut, I would. I'm tired of drinking. Like, I drink beverages all the time. I'm never not drinking beverages. It just feels like and it's just a constant dance of like, don't drink too much water because it's actually like, you'll just piss yourself to death. So I got to get like, I get my oat milk and my coffee, and then I'll drink mango juice sometimes, which I'm out of. And I try to like, it's a balance, but it's constant. I'm constantly drinking shit. It never stops. Going to drive around town, redeem a bunch of birthday freebies. Dude, that's the fucking way to do it. I used to do that with my like Sephora and Ulta and all that. I don't do that shit anymore because I don't really shop there anymore, but that's what's up. I met my godfather on accident when I was working at Sam's Club, and that was the only time. I met an aunt and uncle on accident because they were my patients in the hospital once. Like, estranged, my Nana's sister. It was so weird, and she was like so out of it, she thought I was my mom. I do look a lot like my mom. Like, my mom's never had blue hair, but walking into a patient's room and for just some very crotchety old lady in a bed to be like, Georgie. What the fuck? That's not just a name you say. That's mildly rare. As you know now, my mom got it because her little brother died. So she got that name. What the fuck? It was weird. It was weird. That's when I discovered those ones. That was weird. That was a weird time. It's not when you should find family. Not then. Not there. I'm surprised you don't just sip honeyed tea constantly like a British person. Honestly, I do. I'm like a lot of the time when I take a break, like if I don't, in the summertime, it's hard because I just don't want a hot cup of tea when it's fucking 100 degrees outside. But oftentimes when I go to the kitchen to take a break, I just go eat a spoonful of honey, and then I go take the dogs out and like suck the honey down. I do a lot of honey. Like I actually just went to a local farmer's market and got some local wildflower honey in this jar that's like this big, and I've just been like eating it because I'm just like, it's too hot for tea. It's too hot for any beverage past like 10 a.m. Actually, it's been cool though. It's been like in the 80s. Like I could wear a t-shirt today, which is incredible. Like that's the first. That's the first in a long time. I had Tias. Did any of your aunts or uncles have just really, really fucking weird nicknames? One of my aunt's nicknames was literally Aunt Poopy. Aunt Poopy. Because she was a twin, and apparently when the twins were born, the other twin got all the nutrients, so Aunt Poopy was so small she, and I quote, looked like a little poop. So fast forward to me being born when she's like in her mid-30s, and they're like, this is your Aunt Poopy, and literally until I was like a preteen did I even ask her fucking name. She was just Aunt Poopy. I didn't even put together that it was poop that we were calling her. It was just Aunt Poopy, like that was one word. Aunt Poopy? Poopy? Poopy. And her name is Linda, by the way. Linda? She's the mom that never said no, whose kid now is in and out of jail and can't take care of himself. Aunt Poopy. Super weird. Circles. Circles. Her twin's the one with the tiggle bitties. Circles. We move it. You know so much. You know so much. Aunt Poopy. Like, what? Part of me is grateful that my brothers have, like, extricated themselves from our lives, so, like, I don't have an aunt nickname to any of my nieces, because God knows what I'd be. I don't really have the kind of tea to ice. I have, like, Irish breakfast tea. There's a winter honey from the Savannah Bee Company that I eat with a spoon, have to be stopped from finishing it. I totally understand. Yep. It's so tasty. Sugar, I have no idea why. Sugar. Like, is that your nickname? Or someone else's? My family nickname. Nah. My grandma called her sister Margaret Monk, and my grandma Jessie was called Sissy. That's kind of adorable. Tonito. Just like, cuz. My grandma named all of her kids with letter D. What? So when I was an angsty teen, they were all Aunt, Uncle D. Didn't go over well. Uncle D, Aunt. I mean, come on. Thanks, Geck. It's the tour shirt. Because I saw them in concert with my sister, and it was amazing. Not to brag. Sun tea is great. I've made sun tea before. Have you heard of LMNT? I have bad migraines and need the extra electrolytes and salt. Absolutely love how much it helps. No. LMNT? What is it? I called my aunt Aunt Bertie because I couldn't say Roberta. See, that's how I got my nickname, Vis. I think you might know it because you were around me and my sister, and me and my sister still call each other by our childhood nicknames sometimes. I think. I think I'll embrace my childhood nickname when I'm old. Probably. Because it's either a kid name or it's an old lady name. It's not really, like, if someone called me that name right now, it's Kitty. Right? It's like the mom from that 70s show. Kitty? My little sister couldn't say Katie, so it was Kitty, and my whole family picked it up real quick. Right? In your 30s, Kitty doesn't sound cute. It's weird. But when you're a little old lady, Kitty, that's just Kitty. She's the neighbor lady. She just gardens. She's like in her 80s or whatever. Kitty's cute. Or like when you're a little kid. But in the middle, It's like it's a sex thing or it's a thing. I don't know what kitty. But my sister and I, we still like, if you have siblings, you kind of like, you devolve into this weird fetal state whenever you're around them. And when my sister are around each other, like, she's no longer Sarah, she's Muffin, and I'm Kitty. You absolutely introduced, and what's crazy, you want to know the circle of this, Gek? Gekritz introduced me to Spirit Box. I became obsessed, immediately sent it to my little sister, Sarah, whom we're talking about, Muffin, and I was like, you have to listen to this band. I know you're going to become obsessed immediately. And now Sarah's at the point where she travels the country to watch them live. She flew here to Colorado, to Denver, with her boyfriend to go to this show with me. That's how much of an impact you had on my life. I just have to let you know. It's pretty fucking cool. No shit, Cocky. Oh, but it probably stuck a lot because when I was a kid, we had cats. I love animals, but I loved my cats. I had Gypsy, I had Satan, and Cheesy, and Mufasa. I still think of them. They were the best cats. I think Cheesy was the best, but I am an orange cat at heart. These are right? Can you guess what Mufasa? Mufasa was like a Maine Coon mix, but all gray. So Mufasa had that big mane of hair around his head and just that fucking like big cat face with fat face features. Maine Coon face, if you've ever seen a Maine Coon, but it was gray, totally gray. That was Mufasa. Gypsy was all black, but had no tail because Gypsy was the child of Satan, my cat, and Satan was part bobcat. Satan, I think I've told you guys the story of my mom. She used to work like home care respiratory, but out in the hills of Eastern Washington. So the people and creatures she met out there, like, wow. And one of the houses she went to, they literally like toothlessly, half naked with their holes in the moo. We found this in the woods and we're going to kill it if you don't take it. My mom just took a box from them and was like, okay. And brought home a kitten to me. And I was like a teenager or whatever. Or no, I was younger than that. I was like maybe middle school, whatever. And I was like, I guess we take care of a kitten now. And this is when I learned that kittens need their buttholes licked to shit. Otherwise, they just get bloated until they die. It's really sad. We didn't lick the cat's butthole, but you have to like touch it softly with a wet paper towel. It's very odd. But that cat grew up to be huge and then just like was a wild barn cat that bred with other cats. And that cat was like, not a calico. What would you call a really messy calico pattern? Like all the calico colors, but like a Pollock painting more than like the tortoise big blotches. But she had bobcat ears and the bobbed tail and everything. It was so cool. And then Cheesy was an orange cat, obviously. Cheesy was sick. Baby kittens, little tiny kittens. It's how mama cats control waste. It's really interesting. So mama cats will oftentimes pick up the babies and move them a little bit away from the central like nesting area, and then they lick the kitten's butthole. The kitten gets stimulated, takes a shit not in its nest, and then the mom picks up the baby and puts it back in the nest, and therefore the babies don't just like wildly shit all over themselves all the time. It's kind of actually really fascinating, and there's like a whole evolutionary benefit to it. Also, like there's something about mom's saliva enzymes getting into intestinal system, helping with digestion, something. Cats are really interesting. But yeah, so when we got this kitten, it was way too early to have left its mom. Like its mom must have died or something. It was like literally like this, maybe this big, itty bitty little nonsense, barely eyes open, ears still down. And we were giving it like formula, and its belly bloated so much its feet couldn't reach the ground. Like a cartoon, someone turning into a fucking balloon or something. And we were like, what the fuck? And this was before the days of the internet or Google or anything. So we literally had to like go to the library, find a book on cats and read about kitten raising. And we were like, we have to lick the butthole. Literally, it was like a whole event on the back porch. We got a Bic pen, wrapped it in warm, moist paper towel. And someone held little baby Satan. And I sat there and was like, okay. And did the little like simulated licking, and then the kitten just like shit. It was just shit. So much shit. Satan lived till ripe old age though. Satan had a good life. Satan survived. It was crazy. It might be partially part of the reason I'm obsessed with buttholes. I genitalia and butts have always been very funny to me. I don't know. It's hilarious. And really, it's things that other people find taboo, I can't help but push. So, like, as a kid, when someone's like, Katie, pull your skirt down, you can't just show your butthole to people, I'd be like, oh, I can't, can I? What was that? I can't just show my butthole to everyone! And here we are today. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell me not to do something because the likelihood of me really wanting to do it is like really strong. Good morning, Jade Love. I hope you're doing well. Maybe it's like with koalas, they have to eat their mom's feces as puppies because that's how they get the bacteria to break down the leaves they eat. Bunnies do something similar too. Bunnies have to eat their mom's shit or something like that. There's something about it. Yeah, I can't remember. Fun fact, you don't have to use your own tongue. A sponge or paper towel with warm water works. I thought you weren't going to tell everyone I used my tongue. Thank goodness we don't have to eat our own parents' shit. No shit. That being said, if you ever go on like a really hardcore run of antibiotics, it will kill every natural bacteria in your body. It will kill all of it, even the bad stuff. So that means everything in your butthole. So oftentimes after antibiotics, a lot of people get yeast infections and they can't shit because there's nothing in their colon to break down the feces anymore. And one way that we can expedite the process of you being able to have a healthy digestive system is for you to collect the fecal matter of your mother, and then we swish it up with some water, and we take a big old syringe, like per turkey baster style, and fucking flush that shit right up your butthole. Like, literally flush your mom's shit up your butthole, and we reintroduce the fucking natural flora and bacteria of her butthole to your butthole, and your butthole just takes onto it, because little did you know, that's where you get your anus flora. So, like, your digestive system and flora is more likely than not to be like your mom's, because that's where we get it. We get it from birth from our mom, because we share a digestive system at one time. And there's your science vomit for the day. Fecal transplant, right? Is that what it's called? It's good to know if you ever have problems. The mental image, it's literally exactly what you think, too. It's just like this big barreled fucking, like, turkey baster of a syringe. It doesn't have a needle on it, obviously. It's got a big barrel, but it's got a tube on the end. So we, like, and then stick. It's like a enema, except we just. Mom, shit in my butt! I can't go! Can you imagine? Holy shit. I know. Literally, holy shit. Ain't nursing grand? It is a fucking nightmare. Jade, shut up. No. Dude, bored housewives were doing poop transplants at home as natural healing and killing each other. Get out of my head, Vis. I was going to say, sometimes Jesus takes him early. And that's okay. I read about kind of a horrific story recently. An influencer, like a TikTok, I look cute and rich stuff kind of influencer, recently literally had their head turned to human confetti because they tried to take a selfie with a helicopter. So, like, Blade to occipital bone style. Do you know what I'm saying? As someone in aviation, safety is not taken seriously enough by normal people. Bitch. Say it louder for those in the back. It gets even worse. I'm not the details of the thing, but like what this person did is like propped their phone up on their Louis Vuitton bag to take like a cute TikTok of them doing like the aerial hair flip under helicopter blades as they're about to be taken off on some rich person trip. So it's like slow motion, like. Yee-haw, motherfucker. I listen to a lot of true crime. I'm kind of fucked that way, but when it's a influencer, I gotta really listen to it. I feel so bad for their family. My boob just got a mysterious itch. You ever get like a really mysterious itch and you're like, is it a bug? Don't look at me. It's not a bug. We're fine. It's just boob. To grind up weed. Literally, the person that I was listening to talk about this, that was their exact point. They're like, can you fucking imagine everyone, not like all of these people that were sitting on the helicopter in the background waiting impatiently for this bitch to like stop doing her fucking content creation so they can take off because this helicopter person probably has shit to do in a family, the pilot and whatnot. So they're just watching like, oh, fuck, some bitch. Like suddenly Tiffany's in your eye. I don't know what to do. Her name wasn't Tiffany, but just. What do you do? Good evening, Carnage. How are you, love? Common sense ain't so common. I think that's the irony of it. So you could say they were flying high. Oh, they didn't even get on. Almost as surprised as the influencer. So dark. But you're not wrong. Under a huge blade swirling above you, dude. Hurts. That's what I'm saying. Like, to you and I don't think you need any training whatsoever to be like, that's dangerous. I think I'm gonna hunch my entire body and get as far away from the spinning, monstrous steel blades above my head. I don't want to go on a helicopter to begin with. They just seem like fucking death machines for the casual observer. I got no wishes there, but like, I'd be like, you know, army crawling on the floor, like to get it. I'd be so like, oh my God, I've seen movies. Like I've seen the movies. I know what these can do in movies. And now I know they can happen in real life if you're a fucking idiot. But genuinely, I'd be like, like, microbugs can't bite you, and that's sometimes the tingly things you might feel in your skin thinking it was a bug. It was a microbug. Cute. So like the natural little buggies. We're covered in the buggies. Honestly, I've never been so proud of Shake. That Lilac Diesel has had so many keef balls. Oh, I'm so jealous. Autocorrect does it to me all the time, or it sometimes makes up words that aren't real. Autocorrect was a mistake. Fall Guys. Fall Guys. Fall Guys, if anybody wants to play with me, you guys don't have to play with me if you don't want to, but I would like to. I've been having a lot of fun playing Fall Guys. I'm not saying I've been playing Fall Guys by myself at nighttime. I'm not saying I stayed up till 1 in the morning and forgot to eat yesterday playing Fall Guys. Like, my dudes, I just continued Faded Friday until about 1 in the morning, just sitting at my computer playing Fall Guys. I think I woke up high. I'm just still going. I'm just still fucking... what's the word? Rallying? I think I'm accidentally rallying. I think after stream, I had some veggies. I had like a big old plate of like bell peppers, because that's what happens to me when I'm high. Like, I don't really get the munchies. I get so fucking thirsty that I'm like, I need a crunchy water. So I've been known to just get down on like a head of lettuce. So I had like a plate of cucumbers and shit like that. But other than that, I just like, I got into it. And I'm like, just because of the amount of games I've played, I'm not good at it. I'm like silver or something. You can tell I've played, so I have to tell you. Like, I've played. There's ranks and shit on your character. You can't hide this shit. Lobby time is such a perfect cheers time. Honestly, do you know what I was doing last night? It was such an incredible feat of just like multitasking. I was sitting here and it was movie night, so we were watching movies. We watched Hunchback of Notre Dame and then Airheads. I haven't seen Airheads in fucking years. That was amazing. So I had movie night here. I had my phone up. I had my planner and my journal full spread out with all my little tools and everything, and I was gluing stuff in and filling out my journal. And so if I fell or died or in between matches, I would sit here, I would set my controller down, and I would start filling out my shit, and I'd start gluing and doing some crafts, and I'm watching movie night. And then I'd pick it up, and I'd do a match, and then die, and then I'd sit. It was just like one of the most beautiful circles of ADHD chaos. But I was fucking thriving. Oh, I love that shit so much. The only thing that would have made it better was like if I had wet nails because I had just painted them. I made this. Why? It gave me a little dope at the time. Is it love or suicide? Is it love? I don't know. Make little things and then I glue them places. I'm about to see my friend for green, but then I'll be here to fuck around and Fall Guys. Yes. And no, you do not have to be in comms, obviously. I know, I forget to eat daily. It's not a new occurrence for me to forget to eat. On Faded Friday, kind of. Usually I'm so high that I don't get the munchies, but I'm just like stoned and want to eat. Side note, I got a really, really disappointing snack. I remember why I forgot to eat, because I tried and it was not good. You ever like get excited to eat something and so excited that by the time you put it in your mouth, like your expectations are so high that whatever's you've put in your mouth couldn't meet them no matter what, but it's so under the expectation that like your urge to eat is now dead. It's just like, oh, that ruined everything. I don't want to ever chew again. You can have them. Have you ever had a packing peanut that smells like the dust you put in Kraft macaroni and cheese? This is the LaCroix of Cheez-Its. If Cheez-Its had static inside, literally, do you want to just sadly want Cheez-Its? Eat one of these. They'll kind of remind you of what Cheez-Its used to be like. And what the killer is, what I ordered in my grocery order was the extra burnt Cheez-Its. And not only did I not get the extra burnt Cheez-Its, I got pieces of packing foam that kind of smell like wood glue. But they're not, I mean, I'm not a fan of the texture of cheese poofs, but at least cheese poofs have flavor. These don't have any salt on them or like any Cheez-It flavor. They've smell like the way I don't know how to describe it. It's like eating something you can't taste, but you can smell it while you're eating it. That's how faint it is. I don't even want to lick my fingers. I'm so sad. This is the sad. You can have them. Like, literally, I ate one. I took one in my mouth and was like, and did this and walked into the bedroom and did this to Zach. And he was like, why are you? And I was like, I just don't want you to see my facial expression because I don't want you to see how much I hate these right now. I need your unbiased opinion on what these tasted like. He grabs the bag, puts one in his mouth, and immediately, why? I was like, I don't know. I asked for the extra burnt and they gave me raw. I don't know. Baked with 100% real cheese inside and out. Lies and slander. I have had baked cheese, and this is not what it tastes like. It's the exact texture of, like, cheese, like, the poofy Cheez-Its. Or, not Cheez-Its, what are they called? Help. Cheetos. Oh my god, it's Cheetos. Wow. My brain just got stuck on Cheez-Its. Cheetos. It's like poofy Cheetos, but, like, it's got, like, a fiber. Like... Oh, it's making my teeth, it's bothering my teeth thinking about it. It's like got layers to it, like it's got a fibrousness to it to hold it in the shape it's in that the poof Cheetos don't have. And I like those better. This is a betrayal on my mouth. So I had that big old plate of veggies, got down on that because was awesome, was super high. And then was like, I think I want to eat a snack and ate one of these and it was all destroyed until 1 a.m. Everything. I was like, I'm never eating again. It's the worst thing I've ever put in my mouth. But then I got a Reuben. I remember I did eventually eat. I got a Reuben from a local Philly place. Like they make chopped cheese, but they have a pretty decent Reuben. And so I had a 1 o'clock in the morning Reuben, and it was fucking delicious. Walking through this whole story and the sensory experience of this helped me remind me what happened yesterday. Isn't that weird? Memory's strange. This texture is not food. That's not food. A lot of packing peanuts are edible, I know. They're made of potato starch. Not good for consumption due to hygiene, obviously, but digestible and nutritious. I think this is the same thing, but just cheese flavored. Should we get some edible packing peanuts and try it? What's a Cheez-It Snapped? It sounds familiar. I have tried the Cheez-Its with the ridges in them recently. Have you guys had those? I bought a box, and I introduced them to Zeke, and they were gone before the sun went down. The entire box. They're really, really good. Really good. I don't know. I think the ridges make it so they hold more spices and salt on every piece. They are delectable. But I'm sad they're gone now, and I have to get them. You would love them. Literally, you know how you can, like... You know what I mean. Kind of like slowly break it apart, groove by groove with your teeth. Anybody else do that with Ruffles? As a kid, hard quotes, yesterday. Yeah. You have them? Okay, I'm a Cheez-It slut too. I love when, like, white cheddar and the ones that are a little extra toasty are currently my, like, that's my favorites. But I love a pepper jack. Those are really good too. I haven't tried the super extra cheesy ones. I've heard those are pretty good. But they're a good, like, handful on the go snack. I make little notch. Oh my god, that's kind of genius. Have you seen that they make bigger Cheez-Its? You could make, like, they make Cheez-Its now. I think they're like this big. The box just says extra big, so I haven't seen them. I don't know how extra big they are. I haven't tried the hot and spicy ones, but I like spicy things. The extra cheesy, Knives just tried the extra cheesy too and said they're amazing. I haven't. Sometimes it's too much. And usually when it's something like that, it's too much. And so I tend to like, but now everyone keeps telling me it's great. Okay, Gas. Wasn't it Taco Bell did that last summer for like a day? I mean, it was longer than a day, but it felt like a blink in time that Taco Bell offered like Cheez-It things. And you could literally get a Cheez-It that was this. I got it. I tried it. It was this big and I showed it on stream. It just tasted like a Cheez-It. It was literally just a monster. It was, I mean, I think they were making tostadas or something. I only ordered it once ever, and it was just so fucking way more expensive than anything else. It's crazy. Like, I don't know. I'm a very basic bitch when it comes to Taco Bell, right? Like, I'm a bean and rice bitch, and those burritos are genuinely like $1.79 a piece. So I get two cheesy bean and rice burritos or whatever, and I'm very happy. And then I look at like my little cup of like potatoes that I like to get. They're little like Fiesta potatoes. That's like $3.49 or something like that. It's almost double what a full fucking burrito costs. And then I was looking at their shit. Do you know a quesadilla is almost $9 at Taco Bell at this point? Their quesadilla, a fucking out of the freezer quesadilla, microwaved and put in a bag. How did Taco Bell get away with this? What's happening? I don't ever order this shit, but I do delivery, so I was looking at them online, and I was feeling a feisty hair, and I was like, maybe I'll get a quesadilla this last time I ordered, and when I realized that a quesadilla, like a cheese quesadilla, was like $6-7. Put some chicken in it, upwards of $9 and I know how they're frozen. They're microwaving them for us. They are microwaving them bitches, and half the time they come out cold in the middle. Don't tell me they don't. That's insane. When did this happen, and who let them get away with this? A cheesy gordita crunch is like $7, and let's be real, that's a taco. That's a taco. What happened? A Cheez-It frozen pizza? I'd try that. I would genuinely try that. I like my value box in Taco Bell for like $7. That's what's up. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm so used to just getting these 2 burritos. It's like $4. And that's a lot of food for me because I'm a fucking bird. That's like 2 meals. That's great. And then I look at these things where I'm like, a quesadilla is costing $8. I can go get a bag of shredded cheese and a bag of tortillas for under $8. Right now. And that's not going to one of the awesome Mexican grocery stores around me. That's going to like Safeway. And they're selling a quesadilla microwaved for me. I just don't understand when they got away with that shit. What happened? What happened to you, Taco Bell? You used to be my late night digs, and now I don't really want to go there. Like, I don't know who has like a true fucking dollar menu anymore. Like, nothing's a dollar menu anymore. Don't get me wrong. But the value menu is where I thrive. And let's be real, everything at Taco Bell tastes exactly the same. It's just a different shaped item, right? Taco Bell has a Taco Bell flavor. Chipotle has Chipotle flavor. It's just different shaped Chipotle. Why are some of your Taco Bell shaped things $9 now, Taco Bell? Who did that? Ew, just FYI, the Cheez-It Hidden Valley Ranch is ass. Don't waste your time. Good to know. That's depressing. If you go to Taco Bell, look at their like Lux box and stuff, the burrito taco and some other taco, drinking a little snacky for like $8. That's what you should be doing, because it's $8 for one quesadilla, and you could get an entire box of food with meat in it, which is the nutritional value. Let's be real.
I'm going to fuck you with Satan's cock.
Z-Bot, thank you so much for summoning the class, keeping the class alive. I'm giving it swings for 18 fucking months.
That's a long time, and I appreciate you.
Thank you. We do. Safeway's still around. I think it was Albertsons that got absorbed. Like, Albertsons was sold. I think they still kept some Albertsons alive, but they're owned by another company. Safeway's still around. The main grocery store around here is King Soopers. King Soopers is the shit, but it's like, it's a Mexican grocery store. Like, I don't know if everybody has a King Soopers or how far they go, but King Soopers is pretty dank. Soopers. Super duper. I blame companies blaming things on tariffs that have nothing to do with the tariffs. Dunpeel, they've been doing it for years, right? I think I thought about that when this whole egg debacle went down, when the eggs thing happened. They were like, oh yeah, it's because there's swine flu, or there's bird flu, or there's mad cow, or there's insert thing that is an excuse to raise prices, quote unquote, temporarily, and then never lower them again. They've been doing it my whole life. It's just excuses to raise prices and not the cost. Like, no one looks at, like, the cost of living crisis or the cost of food crisis or anything and goes, you know what? Maybe we should raise wages legally. No one looks at it the other way around, but they love to raise. And I think it's just capitalism. Yeah. It's just taking advantage of people in a situation and a current, like, right? I think, I don't know. I just look at it. I just think about it. I'm not an economist. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Actually, they aren't microwavable. They have heat plants. Actually, that's a really big upgrade for them. Back in my day, the way that you got Taco Bell ground beef was you got this big bag of brown fluid out of the fridge, and then you put it in the microwave for a couple minutes. You took it out and you shook it up, and then you put it in the microwave for a couple minutes, and you take it out and shake it up, and then you like put a spoon in there and shake it up, kind of like congealed eggs. That's where Taco Bell ground beef used to come from. I don't know about it anymore, but it definitely was a bag of fluid that like turned into crumble product. Back in the day, if we want to really get weird about food, I don't give a fuck. It hasn't killed me yet. And it tastes nice. Enjoy life, man. Life's very short. Just eat a food. Eat a food and try to be nice to people. Be kind. Actually, what? I don't have a point. I just want to push on my glasses. You should always. We'll numb out the actually one day. Most like boils their bag or something. Same shit, different methods. Yeah, it's like instant, or it's not. I keep trying to think of the word. It's not instant eggs, but you know how they make scrambled eggs in like schools or in prisons or in any institution where it's just like massive amounts of scrambled eggs in a tray. It's the exact same concept. It's just like a frozen bag of something that they thaw out and it's a fluid now. And when they introduce heat, it coagulates and you've got a crumble product. Same shit. It's like powdered eggs, but I know the place that when I worked at Taco Time, we got those eggs in a carton and it was fluid. But it was like a carton egg that you put in a tray and like microwave, stir it up, scrambled eggs. It was, why? Wear sunscreen. Did I show you the cute little sunscreen stick I got? Do I have it on my desk? I think I have it in my purse. It's by Cetaphil, though. It literally looks like the world's most adorable little, pit stick. Oh my god. Deodorant! Wow. And it's like a little deodorant stick that's literally this big, but it's got sunscreen in it, and it's face sunscreen, so you can just, like, apply it on the go, but then you don't just have, like, a bottle of fluid in your bag. It's amazing. It's real small. I want to say it's, like, yellow. Yeah, it's the Cetaphil one. I love it. Yeah. I carry it around when I go, like, when I was in Tennessee, I carried that shit around because I sweat so much that the sunscreen would come off, and I'm terrified of skin cancer. I'm gonna look in my bag and see if I can find it so I can show it to you guys, because it's real good, and I like to use things for like months before I ever talk about them because you never know if they're going to break you out. And I do have relatively sensitive skin to weird stuff on my skin, and it didn't make me break out at all. It's not on my desk though. Let's take a break and pee and get coffee and water because Katie's out of water. I have no beverage right now. I normally have 6. And my boy's coming to stomp on my bladder? Yeah? Oh, it is such a good boy. Hello, my sweet prince. How are you? Have you had such a good morning? Thank you. You're very cute. Well, we'll take a break in a second. This is important. Okay. Hi. Okay. He's the sweet. I don't deserve him. He's the sweetest boy in the whole world. He just needs a snuggle once in a while. Dumpeel, it was cheaper than the regular size one, but I think it's more worth it because it has lasted me exponentially longer. I think I use less, but it still works. What up, Vile? How are you, love? There's something in you got it in my eye. You got a hair in my eye. What did you do? Sweeter than Zeke? There's something in my eyeball. Sorry. Yeah. Are you sweeter? You know, I might have to say no because I don't think Zeke wants to kill things. And my boy has murder in his soul. You've got a little killer inside you, don't you, bud? You've been hunting lately. I can feel your paws are dirty because you're digging. You're hunting a mouse in the yard, aren't you? Yeah. You kill it, though. You don't bring it inside. Murder. We don't take prisoners here. Okay? Yeah. You're such a good boy. He's such a good listener. Elf has some good shit. There is something in... How did you do this, bud? You walked up and now there's suddenly something in my eyeball. Free range liquid whole egg. I wonder if the shell's involved. He is. He's just a little murder boy. But that's, you're allowed to kill the mice. They're the bad guys. We don't want those. You have to kill those. That's okay. And the squirrel. You can do that if you get it. But you gotta get it first. Oh! Can you just live here better? Right off my bladder. Because, you know, the man who lives here still... Guys, I'm here to tell you, he still lives here. Look at these guys. Mom, did you know? Did you know he still lives here? Every day. He never goes. Mom. That's my murder girl. You have murder in your heart too, huh, baby girl? Yeah. You got a lot of murder in your soul. I know. I know. I gave you my anger and I apologize for that. Right in the literally off my bladder. I might have already peed. I don't know. Stretch your legs, take a break, get a beverage, load a bowl. When we return, shall we play some Fall Guys with friends? Glut has been kind enough to teach me how to make a lobby and also run the lobby for us. So if you're tentative to play Fall Guys, I'm here to tell you it's not an open lobby. It's just for everybody in our community right here, right now. It's not competitive. If you are really good at the game to the point where you're just going to win every single match because most of us are noobs who are just having fun, we will, as a group, go out for your neck blood. It's all we have. There's a fucking dog hair on me and it's just so bad. It's all we have, okay? Understood? So, like, don't be coming in here to our little lobby of noobs and be fantastic and be mad when everyone's pushing you off an edge. You've just got you have a new challenge and you're fucking welcome. Me too. I'm not good at it at all, but I really enjoy playing. It's just hilarious. And I personally, like, I played a lot in the past couple nights, just like playing on my own, just with strangers. It's so much more fun when I die observing you guys. Like, sitting through and observing strangers beat the game, I try so hard just to be respectful, but more often than not, if I don't have anything to do, I just exit and go to a new match because I'm bored. It's fun when it's you guys. I like watching you guys run around and do stuff. It's not fun doing that. But again, not competitive, and we just have fun. Also, it's free on Epic. So, literally, Vissy was able to make an Epic account, download Epic, and download Fall Guys in the amount of time it just took me to explain Fall Guys. She did all that. So, if you would like to join us in Fall Guys, feel free to do all of those things. Epic, download. BRB, gotta pee. I made a coffee with a frothed oat milk and a sprinkle of cinnamon on it. Fancy. Jinx. Super fucking gay. Like, pussy-eating gay. Like the pussy-eating kind? Same thing. Oi, bruv. You want to fuck around and find out? I literally have one left. It's so depressing. How do I have one? I know. Oh. Damn, out. Why? You have a million places to lay down. I've kicked her in the head so many times, I feel so bad. I legit heard some moron say that if you have feelings or love your wife, you are gay. I mean, man, is gay the worst I could be? Now, if loving my wife made me a fascist, I'd reconsider my wife love. You know? Or if loving my wife made me a Zionist, like, oh God, I don't want to be that. I would question my wife love. You know? Mm-hmm. I think we're all just hella gay wife lovers here. Whoops. Super gay wife lovers. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like, oh, you like to make your partner come? Gay? What? Okay. God forbid you're gay, the ultimate sin, but hating people based on their sexuality and skin color is perfectly fine, right? Thank you. Literally, like, that was kind of what I was getting to. Like, if this is the worst thing, it's like the population of people that refuse to wash their asshole because that's allegedly gay, and yet they'll fucking crank their own knob for hours and that's not gay. Like, if the consequences, like, if a poopy butthole is the only thing that defines my fragile state of sexuality, I am so gay. Are you a gay wife lover?
Does that answer your question?
Gay wife loving is our favorite. Even though I saw Ice Nine Kills live last night, I can't get song 3 from Slaughter Through Pain out of my head. That's such a sentence to say out loud. I'm just finishing this cookie and then we'll play Fall Guys. But you guys made me go get my last biscuit, so now I really do have to eat it. By the way, if you've never had fucking digestives, however you want to say it, it's one of the best cookies you can possibly get. They're so hard to find in the US. They're so good. Done peeled. Those ones are cool. I'm talking about the ones that want to like do mass genocide on entire populations of people because they think they have rights to some chunk of land. Blah, 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 blah. Those ones. I'm not really into those ones. I wouldn't want a wife love if it made me that kind of Zionist. You know what I mean? I'm not really... Genocide's not really my thing. Everything in America is made so cheaply, and it's made, because of regulations and whatnot, it's made to be, like, excessively shelf-stable. That literally, I said this one, the first time I ever went to the UK Fox, I remember I went and everyone was like, oh man, their food is so bland, it's so brown. The most bland, brown, tan, beige dish you get in the UK still tastes better than anything you get in America, unfortunately. When you treat your food well and you have accurate regulations around how you care for your food and how it's grown and whatnot, holy shit, it tastes better. Weird. You know what I mean? I know. Color is fucking shocked. They have the wheat ones relevant, but they oftentimes don't have the chocolate ones, and the chocolate's where it's at. Actually, I think it's where I got these ones, was at King Supers. I went there the other day. I mean, that's any food anywhere. The thing with American food, the only thing I can think is different is, and this is just from I've traveled, but like there's always more to travel to, right? We use a lot of preservative sodiums that you can't taste. So like, I can't remember what the daily sodium intake is, like what you should be getting about every day of sodium. But like when you get like prepackaged or frozen foods, a lot of the time the preservative used to make them shelf stable or make them last in your freezer or in your fridge for a really long period of time are a kind of sodium that you can't taste. So you've already got your daily allotment of sodium, but you can't taste it, so then you salt on top of it. And that's where we super get into trouble in the States. And it's all about just like trying to make shit shelf stable so you're not throwing it away or whatever. I really want to visit Japan someday. That's a huge goal of mine, is get to Japan. The only Asian countries I've been to, Thailand and Singapore. I think. Magical. I mean, I want to go everywhere, but man, y'all know I love anime, I love manga, like big nerd for Sailor Moon. That has just established an obsession for weeby culture in my brain for the rest of my life. My first trip to Wajimaya was literally life-altering. Vile, did you know I learned that Wonder Bread is based in Denver? Like, it's literally, like, their home base is Denver. Wonder Bread is made in Denver. We're the whitest city. We're not. But, yeah, it was funny. I learned that. I saw this video of an expat American moving to the UK and criticizing its stores for having dirty potatoes in this grocery store. Dirty potatoes? And vegetables that aren't covered in plastic protection wrap because without it, it's apparently unhygienic. What? Dirty potatoes, I could see someone being like, there's dirt on my potatoes. What, you expect me to wash them? But plastic wrapped vegetables, that, at least where I've lived, that's like in really high-end organic stores, like that Erewhon place in Whole Foods. They'll do like individual wrapped fruits and stuff. But in normal grocery stores, it's still just like, I mean, it's ridiculous. It's like shelves of perfect looking produce because they throw out anything that's not identical. But it's just like open produce you take off the shelves and weigh and take up and buy, right? That's like normal grocery stores around the US for the most part still. Would I stream a trip to Japan? Oh, you fucking bet your ass I would. Are you kidding? I would be crying the whole time. I'd be so happy. I'd love to visit Korea. Ugh, I want to go everywhere. That's the problem. And I'm sure you run into this too, because I know you've traveled a lot. Like, I run into this problem of, like, I've traveled to all these wonderful places that I deeply, deeply, deeply miss, and I want to go back to so bad, but there's infinitesimal places I have yet to be. And I have only so many years and only so much money. It takes a lot of money and resources to travel, like internationally, obviously. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do. So usually what I do is I go to a new place and then find an excuse to hop, skip, and jump to a place I've been before that just happens to be nearby. And I'm like, dang it, we just happen to be so close to Italy. Let's just like fall into Vienna on accident or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Money, it's the bane of my existence. And travel is so fucking expensive right now. Our school used to take tours of the Wonder Bread facility. Seriously, I love that. I love that. I think I've only had Wonder Bread maybe a handful of times in my life. My mom was a hippie. I had cloth diapers. I know, Vissy. We just need money. If anybody would like to Vissy, if anybody would like, don't touch Vissy, I will fucking end you. If anybody would like to fund our travel plans, that'd be great. That's it. That's all I have for you. I have no way to pay you back. Just, I'd like to travel, please. CK's so tall that you'd never miss her in Japan. Exactly. Vissy would literally be able to find me no matter where we were. No matter where we were. She'd just look up. I'll dye my hair some vibrant color. Who knows? Something. She'll find me. Yeah. That's how it was for me in Thailand. Thailand a little bit. But in Singapore, like, there's a lot of people in Singapore who have never gone outside of Singapore. And, like, I genuinely had a mom ask if her little toddler could take a picture next to me. And then I think I told you guys this because I don't know. I know it's in some Asian countries that tattoos are really frowned upon, and it has to do with Yakuza and like mafia and whatever bad crime stuff. But this little girl, little tiny, 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 holds my arm, this one, and sees the tattoo, and she rolls my arm and then like pets the not tattooed skin and then goes on about her day. It was one of the strangest, most unique experiences I've ever had in my life. But there's not a lot of white people there, just like giant white people. I'm sure I kind of probably look like a real, like what they think a Viking looks like or something. Some 6-foot white bitch starts walking down the road in the middle of the night. That's alarming. Yeah, that's weird. I'm sure they think that's weird. Today in phrases that rewired my brain. You can't do all the good in the world, but the world needs all the good you can do. Oh, I love that. I absolutely love that. Speaking of, I think Sarah's list is still up. Do we still have that pinned in our Discord? If you don't, this is something we've done every year for years and years and years. But long story short, my friend Sarah is a teacher. And when COVID hit, she was just coming here to vent, as we all do, venting about how like teachers have to supply their entire classrooms, and she has to somehow come up with like 20 something rugs for every single kid, 20 sets of supplies for every single kid, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And so we were like, why don't you put together some sort of like GoFundMe or a wish list or something like that and see if the community would buy it. And every year since then, you guys have wiped out her list. You have literally solely funded her classroom in terms of the very, very basics. And for a lot of us that don't have kids, myself included, until I was learned up, we don't realize that teachers supply every single bit of everything you're seeing in a classroom. The school doesn't supply it. The government doesn't supply it. It's all fucked. It is. And this is, Vissy, get this. So she made a wish list, and she's been doing it just to give to family members and stuff. But we know, we smell, we know what time of year this happens because we've been doing it. So we've been doing it at least 5 years now. We know what time of year it happens. So the day before yesterday, it's just beautiful kismet. I love when shit like this happens. The day before yesterday, someone in chat was like, oh, the kids are going to start going back to school here pretty soon. And someone else in chat goes, wait, what day is it? There's no way. It's already, oh God, it's August. And then someone else was like, have we gotten a hold of Sarah's list yet? And then yesterday morning, before I even sat down when I went live, Rod saw Sarah in chat and was like, Sarah, give us your link, and pinned it to the top of chat. Thank you, Glut, and pinned it to the top of the chat. And in no way, shape, or form can I exaggerate to you guys. You cleaned her list out in under 30 minutes. I go live at 9. I went live at 9:03. I was late, and it was fucking done and empty by 9:30, by 9:29. So I highly asked, begged, and encouraged her to add a few more things on that list in case anyone else would like to help out. It's books, spiral note binders, sensory toys for kids, et cetera, like all the things that you need in a classroom that just like literally aren't supplied whatsoever. So if you feel like you've got an extra 10 rolling around and you want to buy a kid's book for a classroom, please hit up that link that's in chat. She's a personal friend of mine, personal favorite to me. But you remind me of that. None of us can do all the good in the world. None of us are fucking like rolling bajillionaires where we can go like set up shop and build a school in Africa for disadvantaged families. Like none of us are that person, but I can buy a book. And if 10 people get together and say, I can buy a book, suddenly you've got a little library, right? If 50 people get together and go, I can buy a book, now you've got a pretty decent sized library for a kid's classroom. And I think that's what they mean in a statement like that. It's those little tiny things here and there that do a little bit of something. And I try to do little bits of something like that everywhere, and just helping out one teacher. Like if you think about it, you're just helping out one teacher, 20 kids a year, have a stress-free environment where like, if their parents can't afford spiral notebooks for them, there's one at school for them. If their parents can't afford pens and pencils, that is supplied at school for them. Like, whereas I'm sure when you and I were kids, I know that Pete and I shared some stories the other day that were heartbreaking. Like, it's horrible to trauma bond like that. But there's a lot of us who have horrible memories of the embarrassment of being the poor kid, going to school without the right clothes on, no jacket. I still don't own a rain jacket to this day. Like, it's weird. I just don't even conceptualize you need one because I just wasn't that kid with a rain jacket. I was the wet rat kid. I never had pens and pencils. Like, I never had the little things that you get bullied for when you're a kid. And it sticks. And man, if we can alleviate that for one fucking child, I'm all about that. I'm all about that. We are a village. Literally, it takes a village. That is exactly it. That's literally it. Goonies, thank you so much for subbing the class, keeping the class alive, and giving it swings, and cheers, Honeybee, and I appreciate you. Sorry to go off, but like, it's so important to me, and just like, you guys did that yesterday. It's not that big of a deal. I mean, it's a big deal. I don't know. It's a big deal. When you think about it, like, I think we get stuck on major, like, if I don't have $1 million to donate, what difference do I make? But like, I think a lot of us have been in that point in our lives where we've literally been down to the last $5 in our bank account and someone went out of their way to buy us a meal. That means so much and sticks out to our individual brains for the rest of our life. And that kindness is something we try to carry forward, right? I think all of us are in that once in a while. Thank you, mods, for being awesome. So when I think about it in the smaller terms like that, it's much more viable as opposed to like the only things you really hear about are massive, massive hands. And obviously that is not a bad thing. Like, please, I hope these rich people throw their money at organizations that need help like St. Jude and shit like that. But like, it's the little stuff still too. Cheers. Let us cheers, yes. And let us play games. I didn't fill my water. I'm almost done with my coffee. I just want to get a few more beverages before we start playing, because once we start playing, we get in it and we do a lot of matches. So let's get into the game. Pull that up. Cheers, whatnot. I'll leave the game code up. Or, Glut, do you want to host? Glut has all the favorites list. My favorite list wasn't working for some reason. I almost typed Glut in as our fucking category. He's already on it. All right. Already done. Already done. It's so fucking easy. I think one of my dogs farted. You kind of stink, baby girl. Why do you smell like that? Go piss, girl. Bum, ba, ba-da. I want to get in the game real quick, and then I will. I just want to make sure I'm in it. They're Putin. I'm trying to think, what did they eat, though? They haven't eaten anything weird, but... Hi. Sweet girl. Are you Putin down there? Having some little poots? You're very cute. You're gonna get groomed in a week. Are you excited? This is how I talk to my penis. How about you guys? He's such a good baby. I like when you get shaved too. You're so much cooler. You seem so hot. They're so hot right now. 4 sneezes in a row. Yuck. I did that yesterday morning. It was those rapid fire ones too, where like I was totally fine and I was just walking around the kitchen making coffee and all of a sudden I was like, achoo, 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 achoo. Oh my God, achoo. And I think I literally said out loud, like, why? Achoo, why? Achoo. Like just like a watery eyes looking for a tissue or something desperately in circles. Yeah. I'm just imagining Knives' baby talking to his dick. Knives, because his voice is so normally deadpan. Hey there, little dick. How are you? Want to get slapped around? I don't know. Maybe we should ask him. Hold on. Fox. Okay, so what I was thinking of doing with my hair was doing like lime green money pieces and then like a really dark blue teal on the rest of my head. How cool would that be with the money pieces pulled back into the bun? The green with the dark blue teal. It'll literally look like my Nug buddy. That's such a fucking good idea. If only I could get purple in there and not... Like, if you put purple and green in your hair, they will merge. It will get muddy. Anybody... Fox knows that. Anybody that does hair will know that. That'd be impossible. But, like, some cute purple butterfly clips in the space buns? Shut the fuck up. Nug hair. I'm doing it. I'm writing it down on my arm of... It still says burrito? Run list. Oh my God, I was so high I didn't even look at this last night. Gillette run list and Warframe. Barely, but Sharpies are damn good. We're doing Nug hair. That's so genius. That's such a fun idea. Hold on. Nug. I gotta get another notebook. Smokable buns. Knives' masturbatory habits were not on my bucket list, but here we are. I don't know if that's how Knives goes about it. I feel rude because I'm not even in Discord yet for him to, like, defend himself. But, like, every person I've ever talked about their penis with them, they say that usually it's a case of slapping it around until it reacts. And then you kind of give it a little milk in action, see if it's interested. Like, sometimes it's just not interested in interacting with you for the day. Do you know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm gonna go get some water and stuff. I loaded a bowl. We'll cheers when we're back. My dog's just licking my fucking kneecap. Why? I need at least 5 more beverages. One moment. Welcome back. I know. I can't stand not having all my beverages. Like, what do you do with your mouth? Talk? I gotta turn this light. Hold on. I forget this game. This game is wonderful and super fun, but it's super blue. So I gotta make my lights a little orange. Otherwise, it's like... It's a little stalk. Nope, that's blue. That's better. My shorts are ripping and I'm so sad. I love these shorts. I don't want to buy them again. I literally, like, I can't stop thinking about it since the other day. The other day, you all really called me out in chat hard. I have not purchased clothes in over a decade. Because I'm really, 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 really exponentially bad at being kind to myself. And convincing myself that I deserve anything new or nice. And I'm getting to the point where I super fucking need to. Because all of my clothes are falling apart and it's really embarrassing. And I don't know what to do. I don't know where to shop anymore. I think the last time I bought clothes, malls were still a thing. I don't know. Where's my music? You have to stop. There's too many sounds. BB no $, you're great. Hey, Knives.
Hey, lady.
Hey.
Katie.
We were talking about masturbatory habits, and for some reason you got involved, Knives. And
Why?
I don't know. Like, I was talking about talking to my penis and whacking it around, and some people were just like, man, I just can't stop thinking about Knives staring at his own dick with that monotone tone, and I just feel like you need to be here for that. I don't know.
So-
This isn't me.
Why? Well, why am I always brought up?
Katie, I need you to remember the term honor meat, but continue, Knives.
So what
Sorry.
Was so what was
What?
the conversation? Hold on. We'll get to that in a second.
No.
Tell me-
I'm writing
let me
honor
answer
meat
your
on my
question.
arm, and it's your fault.
Tell me why I was brought up in this conversation in terms of jacking off.
I think people just want to know how you honor your meat.
Like, what is he like? He just kind of like looks down and just gives a salute, and then boom, he's just like, you know, at full mast.
That's my boy.
Just plays Reveille. Yeah, plays
Look,
Reveille. just
my
to
my
get it
penis
going.
is not a thing that needs to be like coerced. Well, wait, hold on. It needs to be coaxed into getting there by myself. If that answers anyone's questions.
But you've never been like just bored and like jerking off would pass the time, but like not like I'm horny,
of
so now I'm
course.
gonna jerk off.
No,
So I
yeah,
guess
like
the
shit,
question
like, I
for
got-
all
I
the
got
penis
nothing better
havers
to
in
do.
chat is, do you just smack it around until it responds to you like a kitchen wife? I don't know.
Well, I mean, you use your imagination to get what you need done, right? So you don't really have to smack it around. You just got to start playing with it, I guess.
Is tomorrow
Yeah,
probably.
movie night.
Later.
Bye.
I'm probably
Or
going to
movie
the
night, which is in 2 hours.
I'm probably gonna throw something on. I haven't decided what yet.
Ooh, so sometimes on
Oh,
the
we
weekends,
have
Glut
hundreds-
puts on something early if we're lucky and we're nice. So
Hundreds
please
of
join us in the
Beavers,
movie
as
night.
It's the only movie that Glut plays is Hundreds of Beavers.
No way. That's usually on Fridays when we're too high to comprehend literally anything else.
Yeah.
That's like
We
our
still love
go-to,
Hundreds of
like,
Beavers.
oh, we did the edibles Friday. Let's just watch Beavers. Because we've watched it too
Oh,
many
yeah.
times. It's fine at this point.
I would totally watch it again now, but I was thinking of something else. I just can't remember what it was. So I'm gonna go scroll my movie list.
It'll
Oh,
come
was it
to
Dark
you.
City?
We could do that before movie night. I'm on board for that actually. Yeah, let me pull that up. So we'll watch Dark City.
So Dark
Okay.
City in the Discord. And then after that, we have no idea. We have a wheel. Unless Glad has something planned. It's really like, look at that hair. That's crazy. We never have any idea what we're going to watch. So please join us in the Discord if you have nothing to do. That's it. Okay, I'll see you guys later. Bye. I accidentally hung up before literally any of them could say goodbye, so I'm a jerk. That's on me. Thanks, Discord. I love you guys. I really enjoy getting to hear real voices in my head. And thank you, everyone else who doesn't want to be in Discord, and that's totally fine. Thank you for hanging out with us. We usually have Discord just open to the mods, because if it's everybody, it's just fucking absolute chaos in there. So thank you to everyone who hangs out and plays the games. I also play public games sometimes at nighttime, and they are pure chaos. But you do get cool cosmetics. And we're all a slut for a fun cosmetic, right? Right. Cosmetics are fun. Thanks for hanging out, though, today. I was going to say, what's tomorrow? Sunday? Yeah, just more of this. So if you guys want to hang out, and if you would like to play more of this, I hope you guys enjoy watching. I think at this point, from what I hear, it's more like you just enjoy watching a group of friends play a game, and it doesn't matter. I love watching this. It's just fucking chaos, and it's funny because the little beans. They're literally... I mean, now my bean's purple. That's a weird thing, because of the little beans. It's a weird thing to say out loud, but it's something I feel very strongly about. My girl Elbel's live, and I haven't got to watch nor raid Elle in a bit, so I'm going to raid her. If you haven't got to be introduced to my friend Elbel, she's one of the sweetest, kindest, literally, and I don't say this lightly, literally most selfless humans I've ever met in my entire life. So if you'd like to go celebrate how kind she is over in her stream, I have a resub there that is due. Stay safe, take your joy, which is your meds. If you haven't taken your joy, don't just leave them in your pockets. Cheers, and drink water.